Representative Nichols is criticizing Governor Stitt's recent move for the removal of 2 physicians from the Oklahoma Healthcare Authority. He's filed a bill to restore independence, and that means giving the board power as opposed to the governor. Say what?
Actual experts.
Yeah. Who the fuck and so I don't know how much people are regretting this. The Republicans probably won't say, but right after Stitt got elected, they voted to give him incredible power over state agencies. And it's basically just become a spoils system. He rewards donors, friends, kids of donors, kids of friends, with like these jobs. And I mean, I've known multiple people who were at state agencies at high levels who had been there for years, who had worked their way up, who were excellent at their jobs, who immediately got canned to be replaced by somebody out of the business sector or somebody who has literally no idea what they're doing.
Some bomb air.
Yeah. to get a $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 a year state job. Like, I mean, the top agency positions are quite good. And so, yeah, it's just a grift. I mean,
that's it, man. Again, and I'm sure they're regretting it. Because it's bad enough to give good leaders immense power. I mean, we argue you shouldn't, right? If someone is a good leader, a compassionate leader, a caring leader, a humane leader, they shouldn't have such power, right? We should still like counterbalance the power they have, and you get no argument there. You get somebody like Stitt where everything is 100% political. It's never about helping people. So if the board is getting in the way of him making Medicaid worse, right? And by the way, making it worse, that's not just you and me saying that. His fucking party was like, nah, fam, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Right? like even they fucking said it, but he has to grift and for his friends at large fucking insurance companies and the like. And so he's hell-bent on doing it, and Oklahomans will be suffering for that. And let's be clear about that. Who will be hearing about that will not just be the Democrats, it will be the Republicans calling, you fucking up my Medicaid. Like, what's that about? Well, we gave Stitt all this power, and now he's fucking you over your Medicaid because, like, his partner at Sonic's nephew needed a fucking job. Like what? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So,
well, yeah, and I mean, the Medicaid thing, I mean, it's like they're purely trying to stick private operators, insurance companies in the middle here. So, I mean, it's like those are incredibly lucrative contracts that go to like 4 different companies. So, I mean, it's very easy to draw like a straight line from political contributions, patronage, support politically, even national support, because a lot of these companies that would end up managing Medicaid manage it in other states. So, I mean, it's a very simple way to like open the floodgates and do fuck nothing for, say what?
Coupled with a few DOJ investigations and indictments.
I know. I mean, well, but unfortunately, I mean, if you rig the rules, like, it's all just business, It's like, I mean, it's objectively worse for the patients. It's objectively worse for the providers because they're getting squeezed, and quality of care goes down. And I mean, like, nothing gets achieved, and I say this as somebody who has a kid who's a user of Medicaid. I mean, if I was going into my providers and I ask them, because I do this shit, like I'm like, how does it work? Do you like it? Do you get paid? Like, the providers aren't complaining. As a patient, customer, I'm not complaining. So I just struggle to find, like, what is the problem you are trying to solve by privatizing the Medicaid system? And there isn't one. I mean, you're just fucking with something that pretty well works, that the constituencies around it are happy with. And the argument is they'll drive down costs, but of course there's no proof anywhere that that's the case. I mean, and if they do drive down costs, the only way they do it is by hurting providers and squeezing them, or hurting patients.
Paying them to drive down costs. So, like, you're starting out 150 billion behind. So, at least, so like, well, what are we doing here? But yeah. It's fucking detestable, and those Republicans are like reaping what they sow, which, like, I always, makes me happy, except that, like, it's coming on the backs of Oklahomans who need healthcare the most.
Thanks for watching our video. Please give it a like and hit that subscribe button for more content. If you want to engage with us, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram.